How are you all? Welcome back to the class. Today we are going to do a new topic of the day. This is determiner. Very important topic of the grammar. It's base of the grammar. I will say base of the grammar. It tells about, fixes the noun which you have studied in your junior sections as well. Countable noun, uncountable noun. So it tells about whose and how much. Determiners, the word, the phrase which tells about whose and how much. So let's see, there is a long list of the determiners. Let's see which are they and how can we use them in our writings. Okay, let's begin. First of all, countable, this is, as I told, determiners are used with before noun. Before noun, it may be a countable noun or it may be an uncountable noun. Okay, or it tells about 5 types are there, different 5 types are there. You can just see articles, demonstrative, possessive, quantitative, number. So these are the different types of the determiners. We will see type wise so that it easily becomes, you can memorize the words, you can have those in your memory according to the type. So it will become easy for you. Otherwise there is a long list. We become confused how to use and where to use. So let's see according to the category. First we come to articles. Okay, articles we are doing since class 1 as we have done. What are the articles? A, an, and the. Definite, indefinite we used to call. Indefinite articles an and the a definite article. Okay, an is used with the single noun. It may be like open. It may be open. If you remember, walls. A and an is used with wall sound. Wall sounds are A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowel sounds. So whenever any vowel word is given with vowel sound, there instead of O, it is also used with countable noun. But instead of O with A, E, I, O, U, we use an. For example, an, open I told you with consonant sound. Consonant sound, O is used with vowel sound, A, E, I, O, U, an is used. But there are, like for example, umbrella. Umbrella, what is the sound? U. So with umbrella we use an. But in some cases, you have to check the sounds as well. See this word, honest. Honest. Can you see this word? Honest. This is starting with consonant sound. Consonant sound. Here H is given. But if we speak, when we pronounce the word, what is the pronunciation? Honest. O. So which sound is coming? O. So there are some particular words where you have to see vowel sound. If vowel sound is there prominent, then you will be using an here instead of O. Okay. So this is in that case. An. Then is used the. The is used with definite noun. Like for example, the is used with particular thing, specific things which are one of its own kind. Like the Ramayana, holy books, the Gita, which are religious books which are of specific type of their own. They are the single ones. So there you use the. In other cases, you can use the with superlative degrees as well. Great, greater, greatest degrees, if you remember, we used to do. So superlative degree is the third one. Great, greater, and greatest. Greatest is the superlative degree. So what will be used there? The greatest man. Okay. The is used with the things which are specific again. The earth, the moon, the sun. Okay. There you can use the. Number of times it is used with repetitive things as well. How repetitive things? Like for example, I am talking about a particular boy. A boy is standing there. Okay, a boy is standing. Again, I am continuing the same paragraph. If I say a boy is standing, a boy is eating an apple, a boy is reading book, will that sound proper? No. That repetition should not be there. So what we can use instead of that, again repeating the noun, we can use the. Okay, there a boy is sitting there, the boy is eating an apple, the boy is reading the book. Okay, there also you can use the. This is about articles. Then comes demonstratives. Demonstratives, you know, this, that, these, those. These are called demonstrative determinants. Demonstrative, you can also remember these like that. TH family. We can say it. TH family. This you can say. All the words are beginning with the. TH sounds. So we can say this, that, these, those. They are the determiners. Demonstrative. Called demonstratives. So this, that, what is the difference? How will you use? This and that are used with singular nouns. And these and those with plurals one. Okay. And what is the difference in this and that? This with single I said. This chalk. Okay. This chalk. I am having with me this chalk. One. But that chalk which is lying on the table. So that is far away from me. So that chalk. Same is there also with plurals we use. These, those. So these chalks. I have so many chalks with me. These chalks. Plurals, I am having these chalks with me. But those chalks which are far away from me, so there I will be using those. So what else? Then this is demonstrative. Okay, now comes possessives. Possessive determiner. Which are they? Possessive, which tells who possess it. Whose is that? This is my book. This is my phone. This is her phone. Okay, or this is theirs phone if this is plural. This is theirs. These books are theirs. Okay, this is my book. These books are theirs. So that is how the possession you are showing. Whose is that thing, that particular thing. There you can use that word possessive. It tells about whose is that. Then comes quantitative. Next one is quantitative. Quantitative I will explain you in detail. First you come to, in detail we will do this. Come to the number. Numbers are again two types. If you remember in junior section you used to do like that. 1, 2, 3 or first, second, third, fourth to tell the positions. First, second, third and fourth like that we used to study. So these are called cardinal numbers, ordinal numbers. Cardinal, ordinal. Cardinal means 1, 2, 3, 4 the numbers. Ordinal is which tells the position of that particular thing. First, it is second, it is third. The person, the boy is sitting on the fourth position. So they are the ordinal numbers. So these also come under this category and these are determiners. Now we come to quantitative. Okay, quantitative. Let's see. There is a long list of quantitative. We will discuss in detail. Okay, you have to know about difference of all words, how these are used and where these are used. One particular thing you have to remember is whose. Whenever you are doing determiners, just remember whose is that or how much. Whose or how much. You have to remember these particular words whenever you are doing the determiners. Now see, quantitative I was telling you. So quantitative, a long list is there. Some, few, little, much, many, enough. Okay, and a number of more words as well. So let's see one by one. First we do few. Few. Okay, first let us see. Few. Few is having again three types are there of few, few and the few. Same one word is there, little. Little. Quantitative, little. Okay. Little is there, little is there. What is the difference? And the little is there. So what is the difference between all these things? If you can see all these words. Few and little, the very first thing you have to remember is countable and uncountable noun. These are used, determiners are used with countable and uncountable noun. So few is countable or uncountable. This is countable. Okay. And a little is uncountable. Little means water. Water. Can you count water? No, we can't count. So there will be using little for water. And pens, if I am having 2, 3 pens with me, can we count these? So we can count 1, 2, 3. So these are countable ones. For example, I have these notebooks with me. Few. Out of class of 40, suppose these are the notebooks only given to me. So I have got few notebooks because I can count these 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 or 6. So these are few notebooks with me I got for checking. Few notebooks, very less notebooks. Out of 40, just this one. Okay. Then a few. Suppose these are number of more are there, or I can say a few. Not very less, but somehow maybe more than half or near about half have given. So I have got a few notebooks for checking. Then the few. If I want to say about particular, now I'm not talking less or more, I'm talking those particular students who have given the notebooks. Okay. So what I say, the few notebooks, this is, then I say the few notebooks I got are excellent. Excellently performed. The work is excellently performed in these notebooks. When I'm talking about these particular notebooks, there I'm not talking about how many I have given, but I'm talking about these all, that they are the perfect one. Okay, this is where we can use few pens. We can use same way, few pens, a few or the few things accordingly, same things we can be using. Now little is used with uncountable noun. Like for example, sugar, oil, water. Okay, with water we can use then few. So with water we'll be using a little or the little. Now what is the difference? A little, the little again, and little. See, little is, as I told, this is very less. This is little water, little, very little, just little water is left. Okay. Then I talk about, I add some more. So I added some more in that, and now this is a little water. A little water is there in the glass. Sufficient for me. I can quench my thirst. So then it becomes a little, then more than that. Now the little again with specific. I'm not saying this is little more or how much is that. I'm talking, okay, the little left water is sufficient for me. Okay? I'm not that much thirsty, and the little water left is sufficient for me. So this is difference between that. Now we come to the next one. Okay. Now next determiner. This is again we are doing quantitative. Okay. Now again much and many. Much, many. Same difference. Used with much is used with singular. With singular countable. Uncountable. Okay. Singular uncountable noun. Singular uncountable noun, and this is used with plural. Plural uncountable noun. Okay. So these are used like that. Much. There is not much work left of me. Much work. Work we can't count how much is left. Okay. So there is much work left with me to do today. Many. Many students have not attended the PPM. So there the counting can be done. On plural are there. Plural nouns are there. So many can be used there. The next one again is any. Next one is any. Any and many. Now next one, let's see what is the difference between that. Any, some. Okay. Any is used with negative, where negatively you want to talk about. Some again is used with very less thing, not large, not in large in number. Very less is left, some is left, not very less, but more than that large. So some water left, some water is left in the jug. Okay, but any is used negatively. Like for example, hardly any student attended the class today. Hardly. So whenever we are using any, using a negative sense, you can use such words like hardly, hardly, scarcely, okay, scarcely, or bare, So with such words to show the negative side of the thing, hardly any student attended the lecture today. Okay, so these words can be used like that. Okay, so these are determiners. I hope you understood well, and we'll practice it in worksheet. So be prepared next time with your worksheet. We'll be discussing it. Okay, thank you all.